Hello everyone and welcome back to IxSHE Tell. It is me, I live! Unfortunately, I don't know if I can say the same for Saren Prince because I have not heard from him. Hopefully he's feeling better? I do not know. As you can probably tell, I am still a little bit congested, I apologize for that, but I didn't want to miss out on yet another episode by putting off more time for recovery, so I figured I'd go ahead and record today's episode. I'm glad to be back. I'll probably keep this one a little bit shorter because I don't know how much I have in me. And also, I don't want Saren Prince to miss too much, especially since I think this is going to be an Ayaka-heavy episode. And I already hate that he's missing it. But we'll see how the handshaking event goes. I'm sure it'll still be fun and funny.
私も絶対買いに行くからね。
Oh good, thank you. Thanks, girls. I'm sure Uchan will be thrilled to see how many customers she gets. There's a brief break period between the first and second period. By now, the handshake event has already become the talk of the school.
二宮くんたちの話、だいぶ盛り上がってるわね。
I mean, it makes sense. Who doesn't love a good hearty handshake? You're telling me. Yuki-senpai came up with the whole idea herself, and now it seems like she's even taken it upon herself to do advertising. Though she and I are both equally famous at the moment, I don't possess nearly the same level of self-marketing know-how as she does. While it's unfortunate that I lack any sort of promotional capabilities, I decide simply to rely on her influence for the time being.
ねえ、はじめ、もし買えなかったら握手はしてもらえないんだよね。
No, we'll take donations too. Yeah, that's what Yuki-senpai told me. The handshake only has meaning because it's something special.
確かにそうだよね。
That didn't have anything to do with the noodles.
ありがたみが違うというか、してもらえた時はその方が嬉しいかも。さすがミス牽制官って感じの言葉ね。ですが、その倍だとどうなるんですか？
You get to shake both hands. What do you mean?
5袋買うと握手をしてもらえるなら、10袋、20袋買ったら何をしてもらえるんですか？
I don't know, it's like a tiered Patreon system, so I guess you get a handshake and you can name your firstborn child after me?
天才？
Oh, thank you. I didn't think it was that clever. You really think so? I'm not sure how it works at a normal handshake event. Kinda wish I'd asked earlier when I had the chance.
もし決まっていないなら、10袋でハグ、20袋でキスというのはどうでしょう？
Where?
あ、もちろん、ハグもキスも二宮さんからしてくださいね。
Huh. Okay.
そんな不純なこと許すわけないでしょ。
And besides, what am I supposed to do if a dude shows up? We already know that is a possibility. I'd be hiding in my room in shame for at least 2 or 3 days.
山吹さんはしてほしくないんですか？二宮さんにハグ。それは二宮さんからの熱いキス。
I mean, that would fit her salacious agenda.
これは小清水さんの罠。ここで誘惑に負けるわけには。特別ですから、こんな機会もうないかもしれませんよ。そんなの。ダメよ。そんなことに流される私じゃないわ。残念です。
The little blep. For a second there, it seemed like you were gonna give in.
なら、10袋で一緒に写真が撮れるとかは？
Ooh, that's clever. Pictures. That's not a bad idea.
そうね。それくらいなら、生徒会副会長の立場としても認めていいわ。
For 20 packs, you get it autographed.
本当？
Really, really. With a jolly grin, Shiori takes out a small pocket mirror and begins adjusting her bangs. Isn't she cute? Is it really that big of a deal, though? It's just one picture.
だって、好きな人をいつでも見られるんだよ。辛かったり、悲しいことがあっても、それがあれば。
The dramatic music.
きっと私は強く生きられるから。
Stop acting like I passed away or something. I'm a bit reluctant to be the one taking pictures with people. But I don't want to turn this idea down if it'll make people happy.
では、20袋でキスをしながら写真を撮るというのはどうでしょう
She's really hung up on that.
いい加減キスから離れなさいよ
She just gets smacked? Okay. A little dramatic, but sure. Hey, Yamabuki, did Shiori tell you where she was going?
いえ、何も聞いてないけど
That makes both of us. It's finally lunch break, but I haven't seen Shiori at all since second period ended.
何花森さん
Yeah, does anyone know where she is?
少なくとも二宮くんたちが聞いてないなら誰も聞いてないと思うけど
Why, are we omniscient?
だよねむしろ今朝だって会長との進展具合聞いたら逃げられちゃったし
She does that. It looks like she vanished without a trace. Ooh, spooky. She might not be the most studious type, but she definitely wouldn't skip class without reason.
スマホに連絡は
Yeah, but she didn't pick up. She seemed pretty excited about the whole handshake event after school, so I'm a bit worried that I haven't heard from her.
早退するなら一声かけてくるはずだしひょっとして保健室とか
She seemed totally fine this morning, though.
そりゃ体調不良なんてそんなもんでしょ
Yeah, tell me about it. I guess that's true. I'll go swing by the nurse's office and check then. After grabbing my wallet so I can get lunch on the way, I walk briskly out of the classroom. Sorry to bother you. Thanks. She wasn't there. We're here. I visited the nurse's office, but apparently Shiori had never dropped by. But now that I think about it, Shiori's incredibly shy, so she would never go to the nurse's office alone unless it was something very serious. Since she's not answering her phone, I guess I could try calling Yasumasa instead. I don't know why his name trips me up, but it does.
いた二宮くん
You have a face. Yes? Oh, we have the cross view. Distraction. Looking around, I find our resident student council staff advisor, Ozumi Misuzu-sensei, better known by her nickname, Mimirin. Interesting. But before we talk to her, the cross view has reappeared. So I know what we're doing. Cross view. Boop. Oh, there are more cross views than I was expecting. We have Aoba and Faceless Girl. That's horrifying. Well, here we go. Shiori, where are you? Scooby-Doo!
問題発生
Oh no, she's surrounded by people she doesn't know. After second period ended, I slipped out of the classroom during the break and made my way to the canteen undetected. But I wasn't looking to skip class, nor for something to eat. I came here so I could be the first to shake Hajime's hand at the handshake event. Just as planned, I'd managed to secure a spot at the front of the line. Not long after, more girls began to arrive one at a time, no doubt here for a handshake as well. But now, of all the times this had to happen...
お手洗い行きたい
Oh shit, literally, maybe. I knew something like this might happen, so I tried my best to avoid thinking about it. But once I suddenly thought about wanting something to drink, it was all over. The urge to pee came flooding over me, but at least it didn't come flooding from me.
どうしよう漏れそう
But it might. Nevertheless, the line of girls stretching behind me continues to grow with each passing second, much like my urge to pee. Normally in this situation, one would simply say, "Excuse me, I need to use the bathroom. Could you hold my spot?" And that would be that.
こんなところで私のコミュニケーション能力が足を引っ張るなんて
Nobody would ever think that communication would be necessary to accomplish something as simple as using the restroom. And what if I need to do more than just pee? My legs are beginning to shake just thinking about it.
今までも困った時は初めに助けを求めたりもしたけどあ、はじめ今購買で並んでるんだけどお手洗い行きたいからちょっとだけ代わりに並んでくれない
But what if your turn comes up? I'll have to shake my own hand. It'll be weird. No problem. Go relieve yourself in there, Shiori.
私いっぱい出してくるね
Have fun storming the castle?
ただの頭のおかしい子だよ
Oh, I can't laugh without coughing. I can't ask for his help with this. There'd be no coming back if I did that. I'm the one who snuck away without telling Hajime anything. I can't go relying on him now. And besides, I know what I'm doing is wrong.
山吹さんと一緒にいるかもしれないし、そしたらきっと連れ戻されちゃうよね。
But I'm not going to let that happen. I worked too hard to secure this spot.
今はこの状況さえなんとかなれば。
Discreetly pee in a bottle. There's only one person I can rely on. Your brother?
あ、安政？
I knew it.
どうしたの急に。
ちょっとお願いがあるんだけど、今すぐ交番に来れたりする？
行かなかったら僕何されちゃうの？
Death.
いや、何もしないよ。
僕知ってるよ。母さんも怒らないから本当のこと言ってごらんって言っといて、本当のこと言うと怒るんだ。
Have you ever considered maybe it's just your fault?
お母さんごめんなさい。安政が人間不信になっちゃった。
Just because mom and dad told me to keep an eye on his behavior doesn't mean that I punish him all the time. I clean his room and I even cook for him sometimes. I'm a good big sister. I'm a good noodle.
とにかく行くよ、行きます。だから命だけは。
It worked out though.
どうした花森、顔真っ青だぞ。先輩に目でもつけられたか。なんなら俺が話つけてやるけど。そんなもん束になってかかってこようが僕にとっちゃトイプードルの群れだよ。なんだ、そんなにヤバい相手なのか。もう飢えた狼って感じだね。行かなきゃ僕放課後まで生きてないかも。
余計なこと言ってないで早く来なさい。IxSHE Tell。
お待たせ。
そこまで急がなくてもよかったのに。
He might be my little brother, but that doesn't mean some things aren't embarrassing for me to ask him.
てか、何この行列。
Handshake event.
はじめと結城先輩の握手会聞いてない？
ああ、あれか。って並ぶの早すぎじゃない？しかも先頭だし。
はじめのファースト握手は何としても私がもらうの。
I'm gonna be his first something, damn it.
姉ちゃん、最近めちゃくちゃ生き生きしてるよね。寮でも女子と話してるの見かけるようになったし。
それは。
I've been noticing that too, of course. But it's kind of embarrassing hearing my own little brother point it out to me.
それで何の用だったの？
いい？大きな声出さないでよ。絶対よ。
大丈夫だって、振りとかじゃないのも分かってるから。今だって体が恐怖してるんだもん。ほら見てよ。キモいくらい鳥肌立ってるでしょ。
どうしてそこまで怖がられるのかちょっと悲しくなってきた。
まあまあ、姉ちゃんの命令に背くなんて命知らずなことしないから話していいよ。
Despite the various qualms I have with Yasumasa's behavior, I know better than anyone that he isn't an idiot.
実は私ここに2時間前から並んでるんだけど、ちょっとお手洗い。
まさか僕を肉便器として売り飛ばすつもり？
What?
違う、私が行きたいの。
じゃあ行けばいいじゃん。
行きたいけど人に声かけられないし、もう限界だから安政を頼ったの。
ああ、そういうこと。
It seems like that was a sufficient enough explanation for him.
でもよかった。この年で金持ちのおばさんに買われるのはまだ早いもんね。
あなたの将来が不安になってきたんだけど。
As well you should. Oh well, finally I can use the bathroom.
じゃあすぐ戻るからよろしく。
あれ？どうしたの？
ああ、なんか姉ちゃんトイレ漏れそうとかでちょっとの間代わりに並ぶことになったんで。
バカ安政！
Looks like you're going to die today after all. Yasumasa isn't an idiot. No, he's just a stinking little clown.
でもお手洗いなら言ってくれればよかったのに。こういう時ってお互い様でしょ？
Aw man, if only I had communication skills.
ありがとうございます。
I rushed towards the ladies' room in shame, not sparing a single glance back. You gotta go, you gotta go. And we're back! Kumisuzu-sensei, Imirin. But we've got more cross views to see. Erica, what are you doing? Getting ready? I've been juggling a few new ideas that would probably help us sell somen, but none of them seem very promising. I'll be happy as long as everyone enjoys the handshake event, but to be quite honest, I feel like my brilliance isn't being used to its fullest potential.
もう一押し。何か箔をつけられればな。
Ninomiya-kun was plenty thrilled at my initial idea for the handshake event, but it feels like something just about anyone could have come up with. Put simply, it's not Yuki Ayaka enough.
もっと二宮くんに褒めてもらうには。というかそれ、目立ちすぎじゃない？やっぱ可愛くないし、脱ぎなって。
Cosplay?
馬？
What? I look up to find a horse wearing a girl's uniform. Or rather, a girl wearing a horse mask merrily walking along. What is happening?
何あれ？超気になるんですけど。
Well, at least I'm not the only one. Incidentally, the horse's hair happens to be white. It's definitely eye-catching, but not in a good way.
ねえ、あなたたち、何してるの？ゆうき先輩。
Okay. I regret my decision almost immediately.
あなたのお友達はどうしてこんな格好を？
Please say she's just horsing around. Please say she's just horsing around.
正直みんなドン引きしてるわよ。それは分かってるんですけど、なんか今朝のテレビで占いの結果が最下位だったらしくて。
I still don't understand how this is supposed to help. Okay.
はいどうぞ。で、なんでも馬の被り物がラッキーアイテムだったらしいんです。
I guess it could have been worse. It could have been like that scene from The Godfather. I understand the situation, but I'm not really following the logic here.
でもラッキーアイテムってことなら別に被る必要ないんじゃないの？そう言ったんですけど、今日の私は前世馬だった設定で行くって走り出しちゃって。競走馬にでもなったつもりかしら。
You could put her out of her misery. I won't ridicule her for believing in horoscopes. I can understand why people would want to rely on them. But this is just too much.
そっちの馬の彼女？
Is that a yes?
確かに嫌なことがあったり、うまくいかないことがあったとき、何かのせいにしたくなるのはわかるよ。だって、その方が気は楽だもん。だから、それは悪いことじゃない。でもね、全部を何かのせいにして何も学ばないのはすごくもったいない。もったいないですか？ダメだったってことは、そこに良くなるヒントが隠れてるかもしれない。なのに、全部から目をそらして大切なヒントを拾えないなんて、きっと、それが一番不幸なことよ。先輩、心が洗われるようです。
Wait a second. Hold on. Hang on. You mean to tell me that female student H was not the horse? That's very disappointing to me.
感動で人間に戻った。だから、占いを見て気をつけるのはいいけど、自分を磨くヒントから目をそらさないでね。そしたらあなたも、私ほどじゃないかもしれないけど、パーフェクトに可愛い女の子になれるかもね。ゆうき先輩、素敵です。可愛さも華麗さも振り切ってます。
The onlookers around us seemed to have increased in number while I was focused on giving my little speech. A round of applause breaks out in every direction.
なんかよくわからないうちに人生相談みたいになっちゃったけど。
But it became one.
でもこれって
This has given me an idea. If there's one thing that appeals to girls in particular,
というわけで、そんなあなたたちにアドバイスなんだけど、放課後のおそうめんの販売会は知ってる？はい、知ってます。私、絶対先輩と握手して。本当にそれでいいの？私を慕ってくれるのは嬉しいけど、もう一人はあの二宮くんよ。あなたが慕ってくれるこの私に、生徒会副会長、三崎浜の生徒会長、他の二人だってかなり可愛いどころよ。そんな女子に告白された二宮くんの握手だもん。恋愛運がアップするって言ったら
ooh,
どうする？
crafty.
私、やっぱり会長と握手する。恋愛運アップしてもらう。私もご利益欲しいです。うんうん、そうでしょ。さあ、そうと分かったらどんどん宣伝しちゃってね。
She really does have a head for marketing.
はーい、任せてください。
Smiling cheerfully, the girls skip away with a new spring in their step. Did she at least take the horse head off? Watching the two of them go, I begin to further spread the word about Ninomiya-kun's newfound selling point, his luck with romance. Very sneaky. And we're back. And we're going again. She's just gonna be stuck there holding that pose forever. Sorry.
ここで見かけたと聞いたんですけど。
Who are all of these people? As soon as I heard about the handshake event after school, Uchimaki-san was the first person that popped into my head. So once lunch break rolled around, I made a beeline straight for her classroom so I could talk to her.
あ、いたいた。こんにちは、内巻さん。にゃい。あ、これは小清水先輩、奇遇ですね。
Not really.
この雰囲気の食堂でおかかご飯。
I mean, I feel like that's an appropriate place to eat a can of tuna. In the first place, why is canned tuna even on the menu? But leave it to Uchimaki-san to sniff out something like that.
かわいいです。この方は必ず期待に応えてくれるのでしょう。にゃんでなでなでするんですか？私褒められるようなことしましたっけ？
You want me to stop?
まあまあ、いいじゃないですか。
She gets extra points for the piece of tuna stuck to her cheek as well. I'll tell her about it once she's finished eating, though.
それでですね、今日は内巻さんに折り入ってお願いがあって探してました。お願い？小清水先輩の頼みとあらば、どんなことでも言ってください。本当ですか？ありがとうございます。
I hate to take advantage of her, but this plan requires her help.
今日の放課後、二宮さんと結城先輩の握手会というか、販売会がありますよね。ありますね。そのことで何か？できれば私にもそのお手伝いをさせてほしいんです。
Backstage pass.
混雑しそうなのでそう言ってもらえると嬉しいですけど、小清水先輩はそれでいいんですか？会長に告白したことは私も知ってますし、握手してほしいんじゃないですか？はい、なのでその交渉というわけです。交渉？
It's a little imposing of me to suddenly ask to help with the event. But I know that this won't be an inconvenience for Uchimaki-san.
握手も大切かもしれません。でも最終的には二宮さんに私を好きになってもらわなければいけませんからね。可能な限り同じ時間を過ごしておきたいんです。
I very much respect her determination.
だから販売会をお手伝いしたいと。結城先輩にリードされたくないというのが本音でもありますけどね。にゃるほど。特に結城先輩は強敵になりそうですからね。
These puns are killing me, but I love it.
ということだからお手伝いさせてもらえませんか？実際もう一人くらい欲しかったのも事実ですからね。私がお会計をしますので、小清水先輩はバックヤードから在庫を運び出してもらう作業になりますが、それでも大丈夫ですか？はい、お手伝いできるなら何でも頑張りますよ。
Now I'm only one step behind Yuki-senpai. Ninomiya-san might even thank me afterwards for helping out.
では、この件は私からおばちゃんに話しておくとして、おそらくご存知にゃいと思うんですが、バイト代についてです。うちの学園、正規の手順を踏んだアルバイトじゃにゃいと、バイト代にゃんてのは出にゃいんですよ。そうにゃんですか？ついに、にゃーにゃー言っているのが映ってしまいましたね。会長さんたち生徒会の方がヘルプで来てくれることもありますよ。でも、感謝の気持ちを個人的に渡すことはあっても、やっぱり報酬はありませんからね。
I'm still not entirely sure how things work here, but a job is a job. Since the canteen needs so many helpers for this event, it would be extremely cumbersome to draft a contract for each and every one of them.
ですが内巻さん、ここでも交渉です。もう、来ましたね。今度は何ですかにゃ？と言っても、何かが欲しいというわけではないんです。
But?
私の分として、おそうめんを20袋取り置きしたいんです。
Ahaha.
20袋も？
Although 5 packs alone would be enough for a handshake, we'd made Ninomiya-san agree to do a better prize for those who bought more. That said, I hope I'm not being too demanding.
やはり多すぎますか？毎度ありです。でも取り置きってそんなことでいいんですか？はい。放課後になるなり急いで並びに行くのはちょっと。
She's working smarter, not harder.
それならゆっくり行ってお手伝いをした方が気持ち的には楽ですから。
Very clever.
でも仕事内容はそんなに楽じゃないと思いますよ。そこは問題ありません。二宮さんと苦楽を共にしておまけに握手までしてもらう。
And then up and down with that.
ほら、プランとしてはこれ以上ないくらい完璧じゃないですか？にゃー、そうでしたね。では、おばちゃんには私から後で話しておくので、放課後になったら購買まで来てください。ありがとうございます。あと、
Don't tell Ninomiya-kun.
ご飯粒ついてますよ。
After promising Uchimaki-san that I'll see her after school, I began perusing the menu in search of what I want to eat for myself. What, you don't have any more sweet rolls stored in your cleavage? Or are those a snack for later? Yui!
こればかりはどうしようもありませんわね。
I don't know how many other girls have confessed to Ninomiya-senpai in the meantime. It's somewhat of a private topic, so it isn't very easy to broach. But at the very least, I'm certain that I'm lagging behind the 4 girls that I know have Yamabuki-senpai, Yuki-senpai, Hanamori-senpai, and Koshimizu-senpai.
私も、あと1年生まれるのが早ければ。
That's rough, buddy. The fact that we attend separate schools wouldn't be an issue if that were so. Age is, by and large, the biggest obstacle facing my love. That is the conclusion that I've reached after pondering things for the 5 minutes it took for me to reach Ninomiya-senpai's classroom. I'm always late to the party whenever something happens, and it's difficult to join in on conversations with everyone. And apart from Yuki-senpai, the other 3 live in the same dorm as him.
なんて、いくら考えたところで何も変わらないことは分かっているんですが。
Ooh, she definitely has a disadvantage.
突然失礼いたします。二宮先輩はいらっしゃいますか？
あれ？小塚さん？三崎浜からわざわざ来たの？
はい。二宮先輩とお昼をご一緒できればと思いまして。
ああ、そっか。
At this point, it's clear as day that he isn't present. If he were, he would have come over to greet me the moment I entered. Likewise with Yamabuki-senpai.
なんか花森さんが急に消えちゃって、昼休みになったらすぐに探しに行っちゃったんだよね。
花森先輩が。そうでしたか。それでは仕方ありませんわね。予想していなかったわけではありませんが、やはり出遅れとは。
I feel bad for her. Since we aren't able to interact with each other much outside of our after-school student council meetings, I was hoping that lunch break would be a chance to spend some time together. But there's no use moping about it now, so I leave the classroom behind.
おう、小塚じゃないか。
あら、これは白馬先輩。ごきげんよう。
Aw. He's carrying a large heaping tray of food and appears to be in the middle of searching for a place to sit.
それにしてもどうした？そんな般若みたいな怖い顔して。なんか楽しいことでもあったのか？
あら、嫌ですわ。白馬先輩ってなかなか面白いことをおっしゃりますのね。挨拶代わりに嫉妬の炎で焼き殺して差し上げた方がよろしくて。
Damn.
お前、そういうキャラだっけ？
まったく、私がこんなにも悩んでいるというのに。
It's his talent. This is why I loathe dealing with tactless men.
つうか、こんなのちょっとした冗談だろう。それに、怖え顔してんのは事実だしさ。
そういう白馬先輩こそ、いつもはやたらと語尾に「す」をつけているではありませんか。
Ooh, man, if words could kill.
正直それがないとどなたかわかりませんわよ。
俺の本体は語尾なのか？
Although I wasn't intending to hit him back, my words might have sounded a little pointed.
これではいけませんわね。
I shouldn't be letting myself get so cranky simply because I couldn't have lunch with Ninomiya-senpai. If I knew this was going to happen, I would have asked Aoba or Mocha to accompany me.
申し訳ありませんでした。実は先輩、二宮先輩をお昼に誘おうと思ったんですが、すれ違いになってしまったようで、八つ当たりになってしまったこと。
おう、そうだったのか。こっちこそ、いきなり間の悪い冗談言って悪かったよ。
After apologizing to Hokawa-senpai, I decide that it's best to cut my losses and return to Misakahama for today, once I buy some lunch at the canteen.
あ、ちょっと待った。
どうなさいまして？
小塚、今日の放課後のことを知ってるか？
放課後？
購買で会長が握手会やるらしいんだけど、その様子じゃ知らないだろ？
握手会？初耳ですが。
Huh, I guess news doesn't travel that well between the schools.
なんかさ、そうめんの在庫処分ってことで5袋買ったら握手ができるらしいんだよ。それを結城先輩と会長で一緒にやるとか。
握手ですか。
I'm just imagining his large hand.
握手会というものの趣旨はよくわかりませんが、お願いすればあの手で頭を撫でたりもしてくれるのでしょうか。
That's what you get for 20.
それはどなたでも参加できるものなんですか？
まあ、そうめんさえ買えば誰でもいけるって結城先輩が宣伝して回ってたよ。
For 25, he'll do it while going yosh, yosh.
そうですか。
Thank goodness our student council isn't meeting today.
これでやっと先輩と一緒に過ごせますわ。
よかった。やっと笑ってくれた。
はい？
いや、後輩を怒らせたまま返すのも後味悪いしな。そんだけ喜んでくれたならよかったよ。
あ、そういえば私いつの間にか。ありがとうございます。おかげで元気が湧いてきましたわ。
Simply thinking about Ninomiya-senpai can make me equally anxious and lonely, but also immensely happy.
やはり私は先輩のことが本当に好きなんですのね。
Oh, that's sweet. Like those capricious emotions, my stomach suddenly begins to growl as soon as I breathe a sigh of relief. Though I'd been planning to buy my lunch in the canteen, it looks like I'll be heading there after school instead. The question now is who to invite to the event. It'd be too embarrassing to ask either Aoba or Mocha. As I eat my lunch, I consider what to do after school. Cross-viewing. We've got more to do. Yamabuki! What are you doing, Yamabuki?
どうしたら放課後のイベントに行けるようにできるかな。
PR. I'm sure I'll use the somen for cooking at some point, and since the noodles last long, it shouldn't be a problem if I buy a lot. I thought about offering to help Ninomiya-kun behind the scenes, but there's all this student council work to do.
今のうちに仕事片付けちゃえば会長のフォローに行っても大丈夫よ
Ooh,
ね。
My best bet is to go to the student council room and get the work done as quickly as possible. You can do it! After exiting the classroom, I head towards the faculty room to collect the key.
先に購買でお昼を買って、あとは職員室に行って生徒会室の鍵を取って。
吉野、ちょっといい？ん？ちょっと、人の顔見るなり変な声出さないでよ。
I didn't even see your face, I just screamed reflexively.
もしかしてタイミング悪かった？
ごめんなさい。別に平気よ。平気だから。
To be honest, this was probably the worst time they could have stopped me. It's not that I don't want to see these girls, not at all. I just didn't expect to run into them just as I was thinking about Ninomiya-kun.
恋愛そのものについてはともかく、彼女たちも二宮君に対しては好意的な姿勢を見せている。
They're in your camp. I think a large part of that has to do with the fact that they were friends with me. However, most other students still believe that I'm against romantic relationships. If it were to become publicly known that I've been thinking about Ninomiya-kun, I might end up disappointing a lot of people.
つまり、私のすることはただ一つ。彼女たちに二宮君の話題を出させないこと。
The next sentence.
どうしたの？急に。何かあった？
何かってほどじゃないけど、一緒にお昼どうかなーって。
Oh no.
お昼ね。でもごめんなさい。せっかくだけど今日はちょっと。
購買？だったら私たちもそうするけど。
いや、その、
Now I'm just acting plain suspicious.
放課後にちょっと用事というか、いろいろありまして、それで昼休みのうちに生徒会の仕事を終わらせたいと思って。
Ooh, nice save.
そっか。じゃあお昼は生徒会室で食べるんだ。
購買でパンとか買って済ませちゃおうかなって。
ああ、そういえば今日の放課後、結城先輩と会長。
まずい。ところで、みんなは何を食べるつもりだったの？
今日はパスタの気分かな。そっちは？
私もパスタでいいかな。危なかったわ。でもさ、最近はもう暑いって感じじゃないけど、なくなると食べたくなるよね。
Oh no, it's gonna come back to the noodles.
お蕎麦とかおそうめん。
Yep.
わかる。
わかんない。なんでそんな話になるの？
They all come back to the same place.
おー、そういえば二人とも聞いた？今日の放課後ちょうどそのおそう。いや
ー、そういえばそろそろハロウィンパーティーよね。
うん、そうだけど。
What are you guys dressing up as?
みんなのクラスはどんなスイーツを出店するのかしら。
Also a good question.
うちのクラスはさつまいもを使ったシュークリーム。
Potatoes? Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew?
って先週もこの話したよね。そうだったかしら。おほほほほ。いやね。
Subtle.
最近忙しいせいかすっかり頭から飛んでしまいましたわ。
恋愛解禁になって生徒会も忙しそうだもんな。こっちも前に話したと思うけど、うちのクラスはイチゴのチーズタルトね。
Interesting.
そういえばそんな話をしたような気がするわね。
I thought I was done for just now, but I managed to make it work somehow.
ちなみにうちのクラスはおそうめんを使った抹茶のパイよ。
Oh no.
いやいや、ミニサイズのパフェって言ってたじゃん。そうね、冗談よ。
I just like messing with Yamabuki.
ところで吉野、おそうめんは好き？
なぜこのタイミングで？好きか嫌いかで言ったら、まあ好きな方ね。
もし売ってたら買いに行っちゃうくらい好きなのね。
You're trying to drag her to it.
もしかしなくても絶対バレてる。
でもなんで急にそんな話？あ、そっか。放課後は会長のあれがあるんだっけ？
おう、だから今のうちに仕事を。
Oh.
静かに。他の人に聞かれちゃうから。
My plan is in ruins.
でもそういう事情があったなら。
ねえ、お昼はまた別の機会に。
放課後は私も一緒に並んでいい？なんでよ面白そう。じゃあ私も一緒に並ぶよ。
ダメよ。というか私一言も握手会に行くなんて言ってないもん。
Her entire motif is I protest too much.
そうだよ。ここで時間使っちゃったら放課後ヨシの並べなくなっちゃうし。もう知らないんだから。
ああ、よしのごめんって。
I hear them calling after me, but my pride keeps me from turning back as I go fetch the key to the student council room. My pride. My beautiful pride. I think you can swallow your pride. What are you up to, Aoba? I don't know what your voice is going to sound like. That's not what I was expecting. Okay.
脱出成功。
From what? As soon as the bell rang, I slipped out of class to put my plan into action. Earlier this morning, I heard some really juicy news. Apparently, Oni and Ayakane are holding some handshake event thingy in order to sell somen noodles. Needless to say, the two of them are near celebrity status right now. If I manage to buy up some of the noodles beforehand and resell them at a marked up price. Oh my god.
お金持ち確実。
Okay, so that's her angle.
見てろユイ。明日にはユイよりも金持ちになってみせるからな。
She's like Louise from Bob's Burgers. I left class without telling her about the whole handshake event thingy. But as long as I make a profit, I wouldn't mind giving her 10 packs for free. Or heck, even 20. I'm sure she'd be thrilled.
青葉、そんな急いでどこ行くの？
私に行くあてなんてね。行き着くのは裏社会。世の中の闇さ。
Alright.
は？
ジョーちゃんはまだ汚れるには早すぎるぜ。
あ、ちょっと。
Here I come, riches and fortune. The line is already huge. I dashed here at full speed the moment the bell rung, but somehow there's already a considerable line. Don't tell me all these bastards skipped class for this.
さすが裏社会。私の悪さもかすんじまうとはな。
They were hungry like a wolf.
ってしおり姉もいるじゃん。
At the front of the line stands none other than the King of Darkness herself. Oh, wait. I'm stupid. Shiori is a girl. Duh. Queen of Darkness.
メスキング・オブ・ワールド。かっけー。
Okay, yeah, that is pretty cool. Considering the length of this line, it'll be pretty dang difficult to increase the resale price of these noodles.
この私の崇高な計画がこんなところで狂ってしまうとは。だが忘れるな。ここで私が果てようと、この意志を継いで第2第3の私が現れることをな。あの子、三崎浜の子？漫画の影響じゃない？かわいい。
I'll simply have Shiori purchase everything for me, then split the profits with her once we resell the goods. Of course, since I'm the mastermind behind the whole shebang, I think I should get a pretty hefty cut. An 80-20 split sounds reasonable.
こんなとこにいた。
Ah, I've been made.
で、あれもか？どうしたの？どうしたのじゃないよ。お昼一緒に食べようって約束してたのに、いきなり出て行っちゃうんだもん。あれ？そうだっけ？ゆいを応援する作戦会議をしようって言ったの、青葉じゃん。
Mocha's usually pretty reserved and mature, but boy, when she gets mad, she gets mad.
いや、でもさ、お金が私を呼んでたんだって。え？ごめん、何言ってるかわかんない。
Neither does everybody else.
だから豪遊だよ。転売で得た利益で漫画を買って美味しいもの食べてのびのび暮らしたいじゃん。
Yo?
よくわかんないけど、うちに来て漫画読んでお父さんのパフェ食べてゆいとかお姉ちゃんと話して、それじゃあダメなの？ そんな都合のいい話があるわけ。ほんまやで。
Crikey, mate.
なんで関西弁？そうか。私の幸せの青いバードちゃんはこんな近くにいたんだね。
Are you sure she's been reading manga? She sounds like she's been watching Peaky Blinders or something.
じゃあ人前でいきなり抱きつかないで。大ずりしないでよ。
Much to Mocha's embarrassment, I continue rubbing her head as the two of us leave the canteen and return to the school cafeteria. That was something. Faceless girl. You don't even get a transition screen, really. Classmates, there's no face. I dart out of the classroom the moment the bell rings. I'm not sure how much somen is left in stock, but I'm certain they'll be sold out soon if I don't hurry to the canteen.
おっと、お前もそうめん目当てか。
廊下は走っちゃダメでしょ。
はい、ブーメラン、お前だって走ってんじゃねえか。
I'm not running, I'm walking rapidly.
私はいいのよ、女子だから。
はあ？意味わかんねえ。どうせお前もポイント狙いだろ。
当たり前じゃない。30袋買って6回も握手すれば顔くらい覚えてもらえるかもしれないし。
You know? I doubt he'd pay attention to me after he had girls like Hanamori-san, Koshimizu-san, and even Yamabuki-san confess to him. But still, I want to believe. Even if there's the slightest chance I could date the Prez, I have to seize on that opportunity. Still, he has his hands full with 5 different girls already. It would definitely hurt to be rejected because of that.
だったらせめて顔を見ながら名前呼んでもらって、ついでにニコって笑ってくれるだけでもいい。
But you don't have eyes or a name.
俺だって結城先輩との握手がかかってるんだ。結城先輩の握手会なんて過去2年で3回だけなんだからな。
私とあんたじゃ覚悟の度合いが違うのよ。
はあ？お前だって会長の追っかけみたいなもんだろ。
私は本気で会長の幸せを願ってるだけだから。
With me.
永遠の片思いでいいの。
Oh well, never mind.
うわ、足速っ。
She's faster than the speed of love.
って嘘でしょ。
There's already enough people gathered in front of the canteen to form a line.
もしかしてみんなこのまま放課後まで並んでるつもり？
この時点でこれだけいたら戻るに戻れないって。在庫数がわからないからこの位置でも買えるのかわからないし。
それもそうよね。
There are less than 20 other people here, but still, I was prepared to skip class in order to be the first in line. All I wanted was for the Prez to remember my face. But that fleeting hope has been crushed by the sight of the crowd in front of me.
負けない。私の会長への気持ちはこの程度で折れないんだから。
うん。やっほー。そっちは今来た感じ？
嘘？なんでそんな前の方いるの？
I spot a friend from another class standing at the bend in the line. How? I dashed over here as fast as I could.
さっきの授業で気分が悪くなったって抜け出したのさ。
Ooh, crafty.
うわ、ずる。そんなのあり？
だってこれ愛が試されるイベントだからね。
くわ
My love for the Prez was beaten by hers?
なあなあ、さっき会長のクラスのやつに聞いたんだけどさ、会長は10ポイント集めたらハグで、20ポイント貯めたらほっぺにキスしてくれるとかなんとか。
Oh no.
マジで？
いや、さすがにそれはデマじゃね。副会長が黙ってないだろ。
そう言われると。
Rumor or not, I can't calm down after hearing that. As proof of my love, I steel my resolve and decide to spend the rest of the school day waiting in line. I'm sure that will work out very well for you. We'll find out. And now we're back. Mimirin, what were you gonna say? I'm so sorry that you had to wait with your hand up like that. I'm sure you have a cramp. She's looking over and waving and has been for a while. From the sound of it, she's been looking for me.
ミミリンね、二宮くんの才能を見込んでお願いがあるんだけど。
What do you want?
聞いてくれる？聞かないとどうなるかわかるよね。
It's not a favor if you have to resort to threats. This wouldn't be the first time Mimiren sent... Mimiren... That face, that's kind of scaring me, actually. This wouldn't be the first time Mimiren Sensei's done something like this. It's worth noting... Please stop looking at me like that. It's worth noting that an overwhelming number of students at Kensei-kan regard her as one of the last people you want to make an enemy out of. So, what do you need me for?
二宮くん、花森さんと幼馴染って聞いたんだけど。
Yes. Yes, we are.
生徒会なんだけど、今って会長と副会長、それに初期と会計が一人ずつの最低限の構成になってるでしょ？つまり、初期と会計は一枠ずつ空いてることになるんだけど。
Right. Are you asking me to appoint Shiori to the student council by any chance?
さすが二宮くん、そうなのよ。
Oh, I see where this is going.
選挙が終わった時、だから6月の段階では4人でもなんとかなると思ったんだけどね。今は解禁のこともあるし、ハロウィンにクリスマス、学園行事も多くなると手が回らなくなりそうで。
This might be rude of me to say, but this is a surprisingly respectable concern, considering it's coming from Mimirin Sensei, someone who's notorious for being a jokester. And to be honest, our first-year treasurer is rarely present since they're already getting dragged somewhere or other by her.
選挙後の就任はこれまでもあったし、臨時の信任投票って手順さえ踏めば大丈夫だから。
I agree. Shiori has been helping out behind the scenes during the election, so it shouldn't be difficult to get her on board. Alright, I highly doubt she'll say no, but I'll ask her about it when I next have the chance.
はあ、話が早くて助かっちゃう。
Please calm down.
お礼にミミリンのことお持ち帰りしちゃってもいいんだっちゃ。
No thank you.
でも私、いつか現れる運命の相手のためになんと未開封よ。
Can you at least buy some somen first? I did not want to know that. Seriously, how are you a professional teacher? Why am I having to lecture a woman her age about what is and isn't appropriate conduct? Just when I was starting to think she might have reformed a little.
ミミリンは知ってるぞ。
What are you talking about? She looks at me with a smug expression, almost as if she's trying to say she's already read my mind.
二宮くんもオスだから、ミミリンの裸、想像しちゃったんだよね。
Not when you look at me like that. I have literally never once thought about that.
それでミミリンの乳首何色だった？乳首陥没してた？下の毛生えてた？
You need to stop. Besides, what kind of a person would have dirty thoughts about a person while holding a conversation with them?
じゃあ本人がいなくなれば想像するんだな。いなくなるぞ。想像しろよ。
Please, just stop talking.
ちなみに、ミミリンレベルになると、二宮くんの裸なんて簡単に想像できます。
Let's not, please.
はあ、やだ。意外と可愛い。
I'm going to cover myself now. I am seconds away from slugging you in the face. She hasn't changed one bit. I'm supposed to be looking for Shiori right now, but I'll be here all day entertaining this pervert if I don't break away soon. I put a swift end to our conversation, promising to ask Shiori about the student council matter, and head towards the cafeteria.
IxSHE Tell.
Well, that was something. I was not expecting that.
花森さん、戻ってきませんでしたね。
Indeed. It's a weird response, but okay. I had no luck finding Shiori throughout lunch break, and even after the school day had ended, she still remained to be seen.
連絡もつかないんでしょ？
Oh, right, because we haven't gone down to the event yet. I see.
もしかしたら寮に戻って寝てるのかもしれないし、先に帰った子に確認してもらうから、二宮くんは購買の手伝いに行っていいわよ。
Okay, if they find her...
ちゃんと連絡するから安心して。
Thank you. Yamabuki spins me around and gives me a little push. I can always rely on her on times like these. Thanks. I'll leave all the student council related stuff to you. After one last parting glance, I hurry towards the canteen where Yuki-senpai and Uchon are waiting for me. Boy, this is a huge lineup. Several dozen students have already formed a queue in front of the canteen. Most of the ones near the front are girls, I see. Funnily enough, I can't tell if they're here to shake hands with me or Yuki-senpai. Wait, is that you, Shiori?
Hajime!
At the forefront of the majority female line is none other than Shiori. What are you doing here? I've been looking all over for you today.
よかった。私、頑張ったよ。
What, did you not make it to the bathroom on time?
はじめの一番になれたよ。ここ。
You good? She suddenly falls limp like a rag doll. But on her face is a serene smile, as if she's merely fallen asleep. Hold on, what the hell happened here?
IxSHE Tell。
What's...
そんなに探し回ってくれたんだ。
Yes, I did. But in the interest of making sure that we don't actually get to the handshake event without Saren Prince, I think I'm going to stop this episode here. I did say it was going to be a little bit of a but we're skirting really close to that line, so... I also didn't want to assign any points while he's not here because I feel like that's not fair. I want him to have a chance to actually watch the episode and let us know if he wants to assign points to anybody. We're still not 100% on Ayaka's route because we did go on the side date for her, but this first time is still very up at... And that is what we are still... Honestly, I don't really know what we're doing. We're kind of just winging through it this first time, but we'll have more direction on subsequent playthroughs. That's the plan, if you can call it a plan. Anyway, so those little cross views were quite... I was having a good time with that. I saw things and read things that I was not expecting to see or read. Aoba's got an interesting personality, but I guess at least she doesn't dress up like a horse, so that's something. You know, I don't really have much more to contribute than that. I think I'm just going to stop there. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hopefully, Saren Prince will be with me. For now, I am one half of the Bridge Boys, signing off.